What is going on, everyone? I'm here with Darren from POW, and we are doing a collaboration with our account management program. We're excited to have you on, Darren.
Yeah, thanks, Angelo.
So we're going to do a bit of an overview on the new account management service, the strategy that is going to be utilized. As you guys know, we've had some success in the past, and we've had some downward period as well, where the trade copier hasn't been on or has went a bit south. So we're determined to get things back on track here. And again, we're excited to work with Darren on this. At the end of the video, I'm going to go through how you guys can actually get set up with the trade copier. For those that don't know what it is, basically, you're not giving us your money or anything like that. You're going to open your own account under your own name, make your deposit, which if you don't know how to, will help you get set up. And then we use a website called Social Trader Tools, which is a trade copying service. You can connect your account directly to the website, which I'll show you at the end of the video. And then everything's hosted in a cloud based environment. So basically what that means is you don't have to download any VPNs yourself or go into MT4 or anything like that. You just do it through the website, a few simple steps, less than a couple minutes to get set up. And then every single trade that Darren or myself takes will get taken on the account. So it's a true account management service. So I'm going to pass it over to Darren. He's going to do a little bit of an overview of the strategy. And then towards the end of the video, again, I will go over the setup and how you guys can get started or reach out to us if you are interested.
Great, super. Thanks, Angelo. Yeah, so we've had this Copytrade Function service available for a few weeks now. And what Angelo will share as well is the initial video where I go through and explain the two pairs that we're trading, how our strategy works, what to expect, and also how we've prepared our risk management involved. Now, I know last week was a poor week. We hit some consecutive losses with quite a bit of uncertainty around pound. And what I wanted just to talk about as well is that that is just normal from time to time, and losing streaks will happen. But where this is different is we know in the past what we've seen before. We know what we're likely to expect and witness in the future, and we can plan for it on that basis. So I'm just going to run through now. We've got a GU strategy that runs whilst the US market is open only. And then we've got a GJ strategy that runs all the time as and when a trade is valid. So if I first look at GU, so we've got data on GU, on the GU strategy for 248 trades. We've actually got a bit longer than that. TradingView have just archived another period. And what I've simulated here is somebody having a $1,000 account, $1,000, and we're risking 1.41% per trade on this. Everything we risk will be fixed at that, but obviously as the account grows, that will naturally compound. And if we hit a losing run, that monetary figure of them losses will start to decrease in terms of the inverse effect of compounding with the convexity approach. So we've got a lot of data here. So the GU strategy has a win rate of 46.7%. Okay. Some might say, well, that's not very, very, very big, but it's not about how many we win. It's what we make when we're right versus what we lose when we're wrong. And this is where trend trading comes in, which is exactly what we're doing. We're not fighting the market here. If there is probability that we're about to enter a trade, that's when we will, or the algorithm itself will enter the trade. So when we look here, we've got an average win to loss ratio of just under 1 to 2, so 1.997, which is also strong, which encompassed with the win rate gives us a profitable financial edge based on this data. So that's a net profit of 265% from the beginning of 2019. And the powerful thing with this is we've got this journal, this trade log here that tells us, oh, okay, here's a rough period of 7 losing trades on GU. And that's just probability, right? A win rate of 45% will yield a losing rate at some point of that amount of trades. Much like flipping a coin, 50% chance, but you're probably going to get 7 or 8 heads all in one go at one moment in time. But it's not something to be scared of. It's something to plan for. So And then that was followed by a 4-trade winning streak that actually covered all of these losses, right? So before the losing streak, the profit was 207. Then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losers. And then this winning run put you back up overall. So this level of detail, there we go, is this full journal of trades here, bringing us right back up to the present day, where we've not had many trades on this recently. We've only had one for the month. It was a loser. A few for April, as you can see here too, where we won two full stake ones, and then a couple of trend reversals there and a couple of losses. No major shakes. So obviously the back test performance does not guarantee that this is just going to play out perfectly for the future. However, in trading, testing and past data is all we're ever going to have, right? So it's better than having nothing. If I flick to GJ is even stronger in terms of profitability, but it has a lower win rate. So this is even more powerful. We've got a net profit of over 1,000%. Let me wait for that to refresh. Since the beginning of 2018, which is here, okay? So this has a higher average risk to reward ratio of 2.6. So that really helps with this win rate. Give us this blue line here, which is the equity curve of the account balance. Now, if I look at the list of trades here, again, you'll see winners and losers, okay? Now, GJ has only ever had a losing streak once of 10 consecutive trades, which is quite a lot, you might say, and it is. However, that's normal on a win rate of 38%. And I'll show you our probability calculator, how we use it, how it enables us to plan our maximal drawdown. Now, maximal drawdown is the amount of drawdown you might see on your account balance if we hit consecutive losses over a period of time. And we've planned for a maximal drawdown of 25%, assuming that both GJ and GU hit their maximum losing streak that we've seen once before or whatever at the same time, which is clearly very unlikely. However, possible. It might happen one day, but it might not, because ultimately we might be talking about a 2 or 3% chance of that happening. So that losing streak that we just saw last week is here. There's nothing to hide. These are the losers, right? They're there, but they're within this dip here in this equity point here. But we've seen these before, you know, some losers here when the account was at a smaller balance. So these show a little bit less of a gradient than what they are now because the money's bigger. And then we had a losing run here as well. So what we do is when we've got this data, this is where the other file that Angelo, or the other video that Angelo will share will help you, is we use our probability calculator. So with GJ, looking at probable losses like this, we can plan for what we might see at some point in the future, okay? So we input our data here, and it gives us our sensible, cautious, and aggressive risk parameters. So in GJ, we risk 1.5% per trade because we're planning for a losing streak that is probable and will happen at some point of 10 consecutive trades. And that will then give us a 15% drawdown liability on that one strategy if that was to happen at any point. Now, my last point on this is, and you can go and watch that other video, is that it's happened in the past within this data, right? So it's not something we've not seen before, and it's not something we've not seen within these numbers and recovered, giving you a really, really nice net profit. Ultimately, without you having the stress of entering trades, without you really worrying, these trades will just enter themselves on your account. And you've got the benefit and understanding that there's a load of data here to fill you with some confidence and belief in what we're doing. So that's really it from me, Angelo, on that. That's a description of both strategies, how we've approached it, the info, and then obviously the risk management stuff that your community can go back through and watch.
Yep. And obviously, you've done a video that is a lot more in detail. So after I'm done going through my piece with the setup, we're going to transition at the end of this video into your more in-depth look at the strategy. And for everyone that wants obviously more information, I suggest you to watch through. It's about 10 minutes long. So I'll transition to that at the end of this video.
And it's just really important. Once you watch that video, you'll understand exactly that last week was just one of those things that can happen at some point, but we've planned for it. Helps take the emotion away. You've got the belief of the numbers. So if you're looking to get involved, it would be a bit silly not to watch that video. It's 10 minutes. Everyone's got 10 minutes just to watch something and see how it all plays out. So
yeah, I agree. Definitely, if you are interested, watch the video, and that way you have details on the entire strategy. And then you can, if you have any more questions, we're going to go back to scheduling calls. So I'll be taking calls, and we can get on and answer any questions. And the link to do that, I will start to share with all of you as well. The minimum for now is going to be 1K. So 1,000 will be the minimum. We will be doing a 30% profit split. So how that's going to work is our performance bonus. So I'm going to go over in a second how that's going to work. But it will be 30% performance bonus and 25 per month just to maintain the software that we're using. So again, we're using Social Trader tools. As you can see here, we're on this homepage. So this link is going to be posted inside of Telegram, also on the website as well. This is the new Copier right here. So how you can get set up, guys, is it's very simple. It's very easy. From the people that I've talked with, a lot of the trade copiers, you have to download software, bring an EA onto your MT4, everything like that. This is super simple with Social Trader tools. So I'm going to walk you through just an example to get set up. There's two options here. One of them is for the lifetime members. The other option is for everyone that simply just wants to utilize the account management service. So you guys would select option one here. This option two will not be available like to the public, so don't worry about that. But 30% profit, $25 per month, and then you go ahead and select here, and then you have three options here. If you don't have an account, you're going to register. If you do have an account, you're going to log in, and then if you need to open a trading account, we are going to work with only two brokers, so the broker is restricted. We're using FX Choice and Prosperity. So if you're an international client, we're going to be using FX Choice. For US clients, you unfortunately can't use FX Choice, so we're going to have to continue to use Prosperity for you guys, but we will get that set up on the intro call if you do need to. There are also videos on how to do all of this to help you guys out. So I already have an account, so I'm going to go to log in right here, and I'm going to log in. So what I need to do now is this is the new signal right here. As we can see, Forex League Trade Copier, normal risk. I'm going to come on here, and since I selected, let me see, let me go to view signal. Let me go to follow. Let me press select right here. All right, so what you have to do, go to view signal, follow, select, and then this Forex League Trade Copier normal risk is going to be under your My Signals section right here. And then we're going to go ahead, and right now we're in the Signals tab. So we're in the Signals tab. In order to get things set up, we're going to come into this Accounts area. So the first step is you're going to actually add in your account. So I'm just going to put demo account. I already went on FX Choice and created an account. So we're going to go ahead and put in the details here. So I have this, and then let's see if I got the password. So sometimes this fails when you're trying to add your account. What I would suggest is to just go ahead and literally just press the sign up button again. For whatever reason, sometimes it just fails outright, but it does take up to 60 seconds to get this account added. All right, guys, so we've successfully connected our account here. So I'm gonna go back into my accounts. You can see my demo account. If I go to manage, we've got our login credentials right here. So if at any point you guys needed to update your credentials or your account became disconnected, you come in here and go to update. And then what we're going to do is, again, really quickly come into Trade Copier under Configurator, go to Add Copier, We're going to copy from Forex League Trade Copier normal risk, which will be the only signal that will be with inside of your account. We're going to copy to our demo. I'm going to press I have read the terms and conditions. Then we're going to come to this screen, Trade Copier. Right here, you can see our account underneath the account that we want to copy. We're going to go to Copier settings. We're going to come into risk settings. We're going to change the slippage to 50. And we are going to change our stops and limits all to yes. And then I'm going to come over to general and press on. And that's pretty much it, guys. So that's how you set up the account. It literally takes less than 5 minutes. Again, I can walk you guys through on the call how to do everything, which I highly suggest to make sure everything is set up correctly. And right now, as you can see, it doesn't matter what your account balance is in comparison to the master account. It will copy over using a multiplier, whatever the risk is. So if Darren risks 1% on a trade on his $2,000 account or $3,000 account, whatever, and you have a $1,000 account, it will simply risk 1% on that account as well. So super simple to set up. We're going to start doing update videos as well. We'll have, as the trades are going on, Darren will share the update videos with us as we're in partnership with this, and we're definitely super excited to get this going again. You know, I'm definitely believe that we're going to be able to make some people some money, and you know, I'm connected with an account myself as well, you know, just to follow the progress. And if you do want to see the stats for the copier, it's going to appear on that sign up page. So I'll be sharing all of the links and information that you guys do need below, and definitely check around to watch the overview video that Darren has done on the entire strategy if you are super interested, because it's going to answer hopefully all the questions that you guys have.
This video is going to go through 2 or 3 things. One, how does it work? What do you need to do to get started? And 2, what strategies are we running? What detail have we got? What risk management is at play? All of that stuff. So first things first, it's a £750 minimum deposit. You will have to use markets.com to make sure that all of the accounts are using the same spreads too. And once you've created that account and deposited, you raise a ticket in the Discord and we will talk you through those next steps. It's very, very simple and can be done very quickly. Now, in terms of the strategies that we're going to run on this account, we're going to run both the pound USD 30-minute strategy that we have, and also the pound yen 1-hour strategy that we have too. So what I'm going to do now is show you the data and the detail behind these strategies and the data we have, and look at what gains they've achieved over the last year, 1, 2 or 3 years, to give you an idea of how those strategies are going to play out. Now, obviously, the past does not predict the future. However, what we've got here are a solid set of statistics to help give you confidence about the detail and the level of preparation that we're planning on this for you. So first things first, so our pound USD strategy on the 30-minute time frame, we have data on 243 trades going back to the beginning of 2019 with a win rate of 46.5%. Now, the average win to the average loser is just over 2, which gives us a great financial edge and ultimately a net profit gain of 257%, risking just 1.41% per trade at any one time. Now, what that means is if you started with £1,000, your account would now be on 3,571 because of this net profit here and the cumulative effect of every trade, and the fact that your account will compound itself automatically because we're risking a percentage per trade. So what else do you need to know? Well, you also need to know that the maximal drawdown here is 9.78% on GU. What that means is that's not open running loss. This is just the amount of consecutive losers we might see at any one time. On pound USD, we've seen 7 consecutive losses in the past, and it's really important that that is not something to be scared of or hide from. That's just simple probability and maths, and we need to plan for that moving forward. So what we do here is replicate an account balance, put the data in for the trades, and This automatically tells us as well that a probable losing run on that strategy would be 8 trades. So it's no coincidence that in the past we've seen 7. What that then means is if we want to risk no more than 10% in terms of consecutive losses at any one time on that strategy, then our risk per trade is going to be 1.41%. Okay, so back to this, and 1.41% is what I've plugged in here, and this is the equity curve of the account balance. Okay, now also what I want to touch on here is drawdown recovery. So we will plan for this account to never ever get to a point where it's below 25%, and for that to happen we would have to see consecutive losing runs at exactly the same time across both accounts. The chances of that happening are incredibly slim. However, this just proves to show you that you don't need to over leverage your account. You can go at it with a really good structure and discipline in the risk management and have some patience, but still get them returns that I've shown you. And don't forget, that is just one of the strategies too. So basically on the GU strategy, we will have a 10% maximal exposure at any one time to that. And again, at any one time, that is not open positions. This is consecutive losing runs. And it's really important to understand that your exposure at any one time on the account is literally going to be 1 trade on GU and 1 trade on GJ, and the trade on GU is going to be just 1.41%. So let me load up the screen and we'll look at the pound yen strategy. Right, so here we go on pound yen. We've got data from the 4th of January 2018. I've actually got longer than that, but the TradingView have archived the year we had previously, so we'll just work on this for now. 542, I think it was, 544. This strategy has a win rate of 38.42. Again, you might say, well, that's not very good, but that's only half the story. We've got an average win to average loss rate of 2.626, which is just fantastic, which gives us, again, our financial edge on the market. And this is where the copy trading thing might help you. It might be that you struggle with that. It might be that you struggle to let these trades run and play out, and that's where this can help. So probable losing run is 10. And I think that's actually, again, the number that we've seen historically on this strategy at one time in the past. And what that tells us then to risk 15% on this strategy. So basically we've got 15% on this and 10% on the other. Why, you might ask? Well, GJ is a little bit more profitable than GU. So what that gives us is a risk percentage per trade of 1.53%. So we can go in here and we can put in 1.53%, and the data will update. And let me just check that the balances are correct. £1,000, pound, and in pounds too. And again, this is really going to demonstrate the power of compounding, the power of discipline, patience, and time. Yeah, this isn't going to be a double your account in a month program. This is something that you're going to see, real risk management, really good discipline with the approach, and let the strategy play out for you. So this is really exciting because despite that, the gains here are 1,128%. So if you had started with your £1,000 since the beginning of 2018, this would have played out to around in the region of 12k on your account. Now, if you add in the GU strategy as well, this is where the compound effect can really, really take in. You can see here, GJ is actually getting better over time here, but we will have a losing streak at some point, and that's really important to understand. Here's the journal of all the trades too. Everything is there, and we can scroll down to see that recently we've had a good run. 1, 2, 3, 4 nice winners out of the last 5 trades. There was a losing run here of 3, and you can see the trades transparently there too. So ultimately what that summarizes is we're going to run GU on the M30 time frame, GJ on the 1 hour. These trades will automatically copy from the master account. The risk per trade on pound yen was 1.53%. I'll just make a note of that. And on GU it was 1.41. So your account at any one time could have 2 positions open with those percentages. Now again, it's actually very rare that they will both have positions open at the same time too, because of the trade volumes and how in particular GU works just only on the US session.
So I hope the overview that Darren just did was helpful. He is going to be help me manage the trade copier, so he will be providing most of the updates. As you can see, his strategy has collected a lot of information in order to maneuver within the market, specifically on GJ and GU. So excited to see how that plays out. Let's dive into the actual website now, guys. What you can do to get signed up. We're gonna come over here. This is our main page, forexleagueco.com. If you click on this link, join now, it's going to bring you to this trade copier course, which is free to enroll in. You're going to have this Forex League community option. I suggest all of you join the Discord chat and then message our support staff, say trade copier. That way that we can add you to the private channel or private chat that's in there where the updates will be posted. Then we'll have an about video. That will be this video right now, which will detail, again, the strategy and everything involved. We'll have a setting up your account. So this video will walk you through exactly how to set up your account. And in here is linked the website for the trade copier, which if we go to signals right here, as we can see, we have the Forex League trade copier normal risk. This is the name of the copier right here. So again, inside of the program, this video will walk you through how to get set up, and I know we did do it earlier in this video as well. The broker setup, we have option 1, international clients can use FX Choice. Option 2, US clients can use Prosperity FX. Those are the only brokers that we're working with for various reasons, because of the slippage, because of the commissions, because of the market execution, and then because we're partnered with them. So the deposit is $1,000 minimum, and the performance fee, as stated on the website, is 30%. So what that means, guys, is if we make $200 on your account, you keep 70% of the profits. We bill you for 30% of it. So if we made you $200, you would get billed for $60. You would then have to pay $60 plus the $125 at the end of the month in order to re-up and then stay on board for the month to follow. So that is how it is structured. It's all billed through the Social Trader website. It's not automatic, so it's manual billing process. The email will get sent to you on the 1st of the month, and you'll have till the 8th to check out. And then the last piece here is just how to purchase Bitcoin for those that don't know how to. And then you can always schedule a call here to get started, and I can walk you through, answer any questions that you guys have. So Forex League Trade Copier is back. Updates will be coming weekly on it, and I thank you guys again, as always, for all of your support.